Hi, welcome. I'm so happy that you're here. I am going to go through what you can expect when you first get your makeup. So you're here either because you just ordered or you're maybe considering trying Seint. So welcome. I'm so happy that you're here. I'm so happy to show you and share with you what you can expect. So first of all, when you get your package, your makeup is going to come in these cute little tins like that. And they just pop open. You just slide off the top just like that. How cute. And they each have a little design on the front of them. Everyone is different. They are so cute. Okay, and you're going to get your compact. This is the size 12. It fits 6 large tins on one side, 6 there. You've got your mirror. Or you can do large tins and eyeshadows, whatever your little heart desires. But this is a wonderful size to start with because you can grow from here. You can start small, then add to your collection once you start to fall in love with this amazing makeup. So, okay, here we go. So say I matched you to Amber Aura Astoria for your main contour and brightening highlight, okay? I like to set my compact up in the order that I'm going to use my makeup. So that way everything is just easy right at your fingertips because that's what we love about this makeup, right? The ease and simplicity. So your compact is magnetic. You're going to take your main shade and I'm just going to pop it right in there. I love that. So I always start with my main highlight first. So that's why I'm setting that in there. Next, I'm going to take my contour. So this is Astoria. Slide that right next to your main foundation. Then I'm going to take the pop highlight. Okay, this is your brightener, your concealer. There we are. And a lip and cheek. Summer Love is one of the favorites. So we're just going to put that right in there. Your illuminator. Glamazing. It's so pretty. Oh, there we go. Very nice and pretty. Okay, I'm going to slide that right in there as well. Now, so that is your face right there. Now, I'm just going to flip over to the other side. And maybe we added some eyeshadow. So I'm just going to stick those in there as well. There you go. And there you are. So maybe you have room for another lip and cheek or some bronzer. You've got some eyeshadows in the back, and this is all you need. This is your makeup, ladies. So simple. So simple. All right. So let's put our makeup on. I'm going to grab my compact. Okay. So I grabbed my compact. Mine is a little bit bigger because I love all the things. So let's see. I've got my main highlight, I've got my contours, my pop highlight, illuminator. All 3 of these are illuminators. I've got a lip and cheek, bronzer, lip and cheek. I got a couple eyeshadows, setting powder, and then the brush cleaning tile. So I'm gonna do my makeup with you. So this is how we do this. Okay. I'm also going to be showing you some brushes, some really great brushes that you might want to add to your collection if you did not already get them. Okay, here we go. I'm going to use the 3D brush. This brush is great. It's got a nice round domed fluffy end and a smaller end for getting in those tiny places. Another great application brush is the detail brush. It's got a flatter kind of end here and then a tiny end again for getting in those tiny places. This brush is really great if you are a makeup girl and you want to really contour nicely. With the angles, this brush is really nice. Okay, the detail brush. And then the buff brush. So when I color match you, I pretty much recommend either the buff brush or the 3D brush to you. So either one of these 2 brushes is probably what you have. The buff brush gives a little bit more of a heavier coverage and more of like an airbrushed look. This has been my best friend lately. I really love this brush. It's got a nice kind of stiff, kind of angled end here where you can contour the tinier end. Again, I love how our brushes are double-ended. It's so great. So you can really get fine tuning and getting those tiny areas. Okay, I'm going to use the 3D brush for this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and open up to my makeup, and I'm going to tap into my main highlight here. This is my main foundation shade. Now, you don't have to use a ton of makeup. That's it. I just lightly pressed in, and I'm going to go ahead and start to apply. And if you notice, I'm not like swiping the makeup on. I'm really taking the time to kind of stipple and dab so that makeup can go into, I've got some large pores here. So I'm going to try to kind of conceal that and cover that up. So I'm just lightly tapping in and stippling. You do not need a lot of makeup. As a matter of fact, you can use too much. Like, you don't ever want to dig in there. You just want to lightly press, or you can take your finger so you know exactly how much you're using and kind of just apply, and then take your brush and blend in. So I'm just going to go all over with my main highlight. Okay, there, we are all done with that. Next, I'm going to go into my contour. Now, I have two, because sometimes in order to get like the perfect shade, sometimes we have to mix, and that's totally fine. Sometimes people have to mix two highlight colors to get their perfect shade. So this is cream. It's so easy to customize. So whatever you need to do. So for the contour, I do actually like to use my finger. I'm just going to go across my forehead, just like that. And you don't be afraid to use the contour. This is what's going to give you angle and shape and dimension and depth to your face. It's beautiful. This is why our foundation is called 3D foundation, because we are not going to have one flat, cakey face like we would with liquid or powder. We are going to give angle and shape. So I'm going to just line my jawline, and on the other side, because right here we do actually have a natural shadow. So I'm just going to just accentuate that with the contour. So when we contour around our hairlines, we contour our cheekbones and our jawline. We also contour our nose, so that way we can have a little teeny tiny slim nose there. And to do that, I like to use the smudge brush. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and dip in. And on either side, we're just going to create a shadow. Okay, so our face is contoured. How easy and simple is that? Like, yes. Now I'm going to go into my pop highlight, and I'm doing this again with the smudge brush. You can do this with your finger. It's all up to you, but I really love to use this brush. So we're going to bring all the light to the center of our faces with our pop highlight, okay? This is what's going to draw everything to the center, nice and bright, where that sun usually hits us. We're also going to lighten up under our eyes if you have dark circles like me. Okay. Just like that. And outer corner for a little eye lift. You do not need a ton, just a little bit, okay? Anywhere where you want to just add that brightness. And I love to go up in the forehead, just in between the brows. And that's it. That's it, you guys. We are all contoured and highlighted, whatever you want to say. So you're going to grab your brush again. I'm going to go ahead with the 3D brush, and we're going to go ahead and blend. So starting with your light colors, we're going to blend from light to the darkest. So I'm going to go ahead with my pop highlight here. Go ahead and get that all blended in. And you can flip to the other side of your brush and kind of get that shadow going there. But leave all the light, the brightness in the middle, because that's where the sun would naturally brighten our faces. And then you see we have like a little teeny tiny slim nose there. Nice. And same for my under eye here. And the reason I didn't put too much product there is because I actually don't want that area to be cakey. So even though I do have dark circles, you don't need a ton of product. You just need a little bit, just a touch. And you're gonna be good to go. Because the more product you put there, the more it's going to crease. Okay, so now on to our contour. And we're gonna just blend this in and brush that back up into your hairline. So that way nobody sees like the obvious like line. We're just gonna blend this all in together. And see, don't be scared, ladies. You're just creating that nice shadow. Same with our cheekbones. We're gonna take that contour and brush it back and up. So we get a nice lifted, sculpted look. There we go. Same for the other side. And we wanna draw our contour down our neck here and just make sure that we have that jawline blended in. And you see that beautiful shadow that we created. There we go. All right, now look how even and bright and nice we're looking. So now I'm going to go in with my blush. I'm going to use Ruby today because I just love Ruby. This is one of the first lip and cheeks that I ever got, and I just love it, love it, love it. This is the blush and bronzer brush. It's so great. It's got a nice dense end and then a big fluffy end. This brush is amazing. Make sure you get this, okay? It's great for your blush. It's great for your bronzer. It's great for kind of just making sure that everything is blended in nicely. I absolutely love this brush. I use it every day. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead with my blush here. Again, just tapping in lightly because this makeup is so pigmented. So you do not need a ton. You just need a little touch. Okay, and then I'm just gonna blend in. See how easy? Everything just blends in so beautifully and so nicely. And our lip and cheeks do double duty as lip and cheeks. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my lips now. This is the multitasker brush. It's amazing. It's got a tiny end here, so you can actually use it to fill in your brows. You can use it to line your lips. It's so, so great. It's perfect for applying your lipstick. So, so great. Okay, now I'm gonna go to my illuminator. So in the makeup world, your illuminators are highlighter. So we're going to take our illuminator and place it on the high points of our face to give that nice little glowy sparkle. So this is my favorite. This is Photoshop. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a little bit on the tip of my nose to get a little glow, a little bit on the bridge of my nose so we can help with that little pop that we did with the brightening highlight. And right above your blush, just gonna apply so we get that nice glow just like that. How pretty. And on the other side. So if you got a powder illuminator, like I'm using Photoshop, it's so, so easy. See how that powder just pops? It's so nice to use the blend brush with this. The blend brush is also great. You can get in the tiny areas, again, like the other brushes. And then it's got this nice fluffy end here where you can just kind of just blend everything together so easily and so quickly. I absolutely love this brush, especially with the powder illuminators, like I was saying. If you got a cream illuminator, and it's just all up to you. It's all personal preference. There's the cream. And see how the powder just gives just a little bit more shine. So in my color match email to you, I told you, get, rose gold for, just a pretty like subtle glow, or you can try Georgia for a beautiful pop. And that's what I meant. Like, so this is the powder and then that's the cream illuminator. So that's the difference between those. I love them all. I have all colors. I do cream, powder, whatever. I feel like powder is great for like a night out or something like that, where you really just want to like, hey, I'm here. Another thing that I love to do with my illuminator is I love to put it on my lips. So like, okay, here's my lips with Ruby. Now I'm going to take some Photoshop. I'm sorry, my lighting is all weird. I'm going to take Photoshop. And I just made my own little customized, like pearlescent look. So you can just play around with this. Your colors you can mix and match. Like I love to just mix everything up and make my own lip colors and just have fun with it. Like, why not? This is your makeup. Have fun, have fun, have fun. Okay, so next, I love bronzer. I wear bronzer all year round. I think it's beautiful. I think everybody should wear it. Okay, so you're going to take your blush and bronzer brush again and just dip right into your bronzer, just a little bit. Okay, and right across your forehead. Isn't that pretty? This is called heat waves. Heat waves is great for women with deeper skin tones, deeper complexions. But I will give you your bronzer color when I send you your color match email. And then you're just going to blend that in with your brush. And this just gives just a beautiful, just like sun-kissed glow. Isn't that pretty? I love bronzer. I think everybody needs bronzer in their life. Before I forget, you can get your bronzer for $4 when you purchase it with this brush. So the bronzer collection is $40, and it's a great deal because, like I said, this bronzer is pretty much $4 when you pair it with the brush. So make sure you do that. It's great. Ladies, I'm done. I'm done my makeup. Since I have some time, I'm going to show you something. If you are a brow girl, you need this brush in your life. This is the line brush. It's got the spoolie end. It's got an angled end at the bottom so you can do your brows. If you have sparse brows or need to fill in your brows, you take your contour color, okay? And you just fill in. Simple. So just light strokes. You can define your tail. Okay. Now, what I really love to do, if you really want to get fancy, you can take that and create little hair strokes. Perfect. Yes. And that is the line brush. It's so, so great. This makeup is absolutely amazing. I just cannot get over it. I'm gonna go back to my compact because what if you added eyeshadow, okay? Okay, we're done. Like this can be it for you. What you would do here is you would set your makeup and be on your way out the door. But just in case you wanted to be a little bit more fabulous and you put some eyeshadows in your compact, the two brushes that I love are the smudge brush. This is the brush that I used for my contour and my pop highlight, but I have another one for my eyeshadow. And the eyeshadow brush. It's got a very dense teeny end and then a bigger fluffy end for blending. I'm going to use these 4 colors, Philly, Holly, Bubba, and Gold Digger. And this is going to give me just a nice neutral eye, and it's going to be so, so nice. So I'm going to start with Philly. And I'm just going to put Philly on my whole lid here. And I love the smudge brush because it just gives so much color. Everybody needs to have Philly in their compact. Philly is so pretty. And it looks great on all complexions. So this is going to be like a neutral, natural, smoky eye. So, okay, I've got Philly, and then this is my brush cleaning tile. So you can just swipe back and forth on there to kind of, so you don't do like the transfer from the dark to lights and all that. Next, I'm going to go to Bubba, and I'm just going to take Bubba right on my brow bone here, just for a neutral matte right on the brow bone there. And then I'm going to take Holly, and Holly is going to go right in my crease here. This is my transition color here. Doesn't the smudge brush just add the perfect amount of color? It's great. Next, I'm going to take my eyeshadow brush and I'm just going to blend it all together. You want to always hold your eyeshadow brush kind of at the bottom so you get a nice blend. If you try to do it up here, it's choky and you're not going to get like a nice wispy blend there. So we're just going to blend. So easy. So when you're choosing eyeshadow colors, you're going to want to look for a dark matte for your lid, a medium matte for the crease, and then a neutral lighter matte for like the brow bone, if you're going for like a daytime kind of natural look. Now I'm going to take my shimmer. This is Gold Digger. It's so pretty. It looks beautiful on everybody. Okay, I'm going to take Gold Digger and just right on my lid. And I love to apply the shimmer colors with my finger because I can really kind of pop that color right on and it stays. Like you're going to get some beautiful, beautiful color. If you apply your shimmer with the brush, it's going to be just kind of light and not as prominent. And I just kind of got that shimmer everywhere, didn't I? So I'm going to show you how to clean that all up. Okay, now I'm just going to blend. There you go. Pretty, all done. Now, if you want this to be like more of like a sultry kind of sexy kind of look, you can, first I'm going to add just a tiny bit more. So I want to just smoke this out a little bit and just give a nice smoky look. I'm going to go back to Philly and I'm going to accentuate that corner and crease. And see, it's just a little bit more dramatic there. The name of the game is always to blend. There we go. Now, so since I was a messy eyeshadow application there, what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean that up. So I'm going to go back to my pop highlight here. I'm just going to grab a little bit with my brush. And I'm going to just clean up the corner there. And just blend. Perfect. Now, to set your makeup. Now that we have our look, we look beautiful, we love it. Now we have to set it so that way it lasts all day. So there are 2 ways that you can set your makeup. First, if you would like to just use setting powder, I've got the setting powder here. And what I like to do is I like to take a little spoolie and I kind of rough that up just a little bit to create just a tiny bit of loose powder. And then I'm going to take the powder brush. It's got a nice angled end here, perfect for the under eye. And then a bigger, flatter end here, great for the larger areas. So you can go ahead and set where you need that extra like coverage. For most women, it's going to be in the T-zone, especially if you have oily or combo skin. I have combo skin, definitely. So when it is humid, I like to use my setting spray, and then I will follow up with the powder. There you go. You can also use your blush and bronzer brush and just kind of give yourself a once over with your powder. The easiest way to set your makeup is with your setting spray and your perfector sponge. So I took my perfector sponge and I ran it under water. I squeezed out all the excess so it's nice and big and poofy and pliable, okay? So it's not like saturated, but it's just a little damp. And I like to do this maybe before I start my makeup. That way it can kind of dry up just a little bit. But you're going to take your perfector sponge and your spray, give it a couple spritzes, and it smells so good. The setting spray smells really good. And you're just going to press your makeup in to set it. Just some light taps there, but I'm not swiping. I'm just lightly dabbing because this is going to set my makeup. And if you know me, you know I work out a lot. My makeup lasts through my workouts, and like I work out really hard. So it's really, really great. And that's it. That's it, ladies and gents. Your makeup is done. You're set. You're ready for the day. Your makeup is going to last. And that was so, so easy. So that's it. We applied our makeup. I hope you learned a trick or two about your new makeup. Try it out. You will love it. If you have any problems or questions, or you just need any help, any assistance, I'm always here. I'm always happy to help. So never be hesitant to reach out. I hope you love your new makeup. Thank you for joining me, and we will see you later.